Okay, everyone, this will be a shorter video. I'm just going to do 2 more examples. That's it. Nice, short, and sweet. Let's get started here. So let's say here is a cosine function. Sorry, stumbling there a little bit. And how are we going to graph cosine theta? Well, if you remember from the unit circle, from the last video, we know that 0 degrees, x is cosine, right, is 1. We know at 90 degrees, x is 0. That's your cosine. We know at 180, it's negative 1. At 270, it's 0 again. And of course, once it does a full circle, and we go around a 360, we're back to 0 again. So it's 1 again. Remember, cosine is your x-coordinate on the unit circle. All right. So let's make our table. Our XY table, of course, theta replaces x. In this case, theta is just another name for angle. That's all it is. Here we go. And remember, we're just going to count by 90s. We're going to go 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. To do cosine, we're not going to do y. Remember, we're just going to do it in baby steps. Let's do cosine theta. Well, cosine of 0 is 1. Cosine of 90 is 0. Cosine of 180 is negative 1. Cosine of 70 is 0. Cosine of 360 is 1 again. And I did not make that up. Remember, we just discussed that with the unit circle. Okay? So all we have to do is add 2, and we get our y function. So y literally means we're just going to add 2 to cosine theta, right? So 1 plus 2 is 3. 0 plus 2 is 2. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we're going to go to 0, 3. 9 degrees is 2. 90 is 2, right? 180 is 1. 180 is 1. 270 is 2. 270 is 2. And finally, 360 is 3. And remember, this is a wave. It just follows that same pattern. So if I was to do another 90, we'd be back at 2 again. These are just going to keep repeating over and over again. Recycle. Okay? So if I was to do, 450 would be the next 90, right? That would be back at 2 again. Now 540, what's after 2 would be 1 again. So here would be our nice wave. Notice the height of each wave is 1 because there's really a 1 in front of the cosine. Remember that 2 at the end, that constant at the end, is your midline. In other words, I'm going to draw it in purple here, but can everyone see that's the middle of the wave? From the middle, again, the wave goes up and down 1. The 1 here is your amplitude, amp for short. Hopefully this is all fitting together, guys. Okay, let's do one more graph and we're done. So again, let's start with our table. Theta is just the same thing as x. We're going to do, of course, cosine theta, baby steps. We're going to count by 90s. We know cosine of 0 is 1. Cosine of 90 is 0. Cosine of 180 is negative 1. Again, just look at the unit circle. Cosine of 270 is 0 again, and cosine of 360, we're back to positive 1. Now we need to do 3 times that. 3 times cosine theta. So we're just going to times by 3 here. So that's 3, 0, negative 3. Watch your signs. 0, 3. Now we're ready to do y. Y, all we have to do now is minus 1 here. 3 minus 1 is 2. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So let's graph it. 0 degrees is 2. 9 degrees, right here, is negative 1. 180 is negative 4. 270 is negative 1. 360 is 2. And here's our wave, guys. That's what's going to do. Okay? Notice, here is the midline in purple at negative 1. That number, constant, that you're adding or subtracting from your function, that's your midline. Notice the number that was timesing cosine was 3. That's your amplitude. In other words, from the midline, notice it goes up 3 there. It goes down 3 there. It goes up 3 there. And it would go down 3 over there and so on. So guys, that is basically how you graph these cosine functions. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is post now at the end of this video a couple pictures of the practice problems I want you to do. All right? And that will be at least one of your alternative assignments for this week. You can print it out, just work it out, freehand, professionally, of course, on your notebook or separate sheet of paper. Take pictures of your work, send it back to me, just email it back to me, and I'll give you a grade on that. Okay? So keep it going, guys. I'm going to, again, post, as you're going to see here, the problems I want you to practice for me. Okay, guys. So, anyway, so now that we're done with the video, here is a picture of 4 problems I'd like you to try. Now, if that's too small or you don't want to take a picture and print that out or whatever, here they are individually. Okay, here's one. Here's the next one. Here's the third one. Oh, that's it. So, somehow I accidentally skipped one. So let's try that again. Here's one. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. Here's the fourth one. Okay. So that's your alternative assignment. Again, I don't know if you want to take a picture of these, print them out, or just do it rough sketch in your notebook. But just take a picture of your work. I want to see the completed table. All right. And I want to see the graph. See you around, guys.